Hi, it's Natalie here. Now, have you ever wondered how to stay on track towards your goals and live your best life? Well, the key is to make time for mental check-ins. Asking yourself questions, even the tough ones, is important to ensure that you're on the right path. So today, I'm going to share 15 questions that you can regularly ask yourself to make sure that you're taking the right steps in your personal development journey. And remember, there are no right or wrong answers here. Instead, just view these questions and answers as a way to get a glimpse of your daily mental state. And if you need to focus on any other area of your life, to live a more joyful existence. You see, your self-improvement journey begins when you make the conscious decision to show up and put in the work to where you want to be. And asking yourself the right questions, no matter how tough they may be, is all just a part of the process of getting there. So you ready to tap into your best self? All right, so here are the 15 questions to get you started. Okay, question number 1 is, did I wake up feeling happy? Now, this is a great way to ask this question because when you ask this question and you don't wake up feeling great, you can have a look at what were your activities the night before and how did they affect the way that you feel when you're waking up that day. Now, the second question is, what do I want to get accomplished today? Now, I love this question because where this actually starts is the night before. So I'll write a to-do list and the things that I need to get done, and especially if there's something on my list that I'm not quite sure how to do. I'll think about it before I go to sleep the night before so that my subconscious mind has the time to have it, be mulling over it all evening. And then when I wake up the next morning, before I've even opened my eyes, while I'm still in theta brainwave activity, I will ask myself, how am I going to get that task done today? And that way, it's easy for me to get the solution and the answer to that. All right, the next question is, what am I grateful for? Now, waking up in the morning and asking this question, but any time throughout the day, what am I grateful for? Now, we know that when we're focusing on what we feel good about and what we're grateful for, what it's doing is inviting more stuff to come in. So if there's a lot of stuff that's happening in your life right now that you're not really happy with, then rather than keep on focusing on that, which is just going to make it expand, what you can do is actually focus on what it is that you're grateful for. Now, the more good you see, the more good is going to show up for you. All right, so the next question is, am I taking inspired action on a current goal? Now, inspired action is a little different to regular action. Regular action is normally things that we come up with our conscious mind of things that we need to, and steps we need to take to get to our goal. But inspired action is when we have that quiet time, when we're waking up in the morning and still in theta, when we're going for a walk, or we're doing something where we're asking, what should I be doing next? And we're not looking for the question to come from within, we're looking for the question to come from that entity outside of us, the universe or God or whatever you'd like to call that. And normally when you get these ideas that come through as inspired action, they really excite the pants off you. So you know that that's something that you really need to take action on. All right, so the next question is, what brings me peace? Wow, what a question, and how relevant it is that we should be asking ourselves this question right now. What brings me peace? Because if we are always stuck in, fight or flight mode, if we're always stressed, if we're always concerned, if we're always feeling like we're out of control and we're anxious, then what's happening is we're really raising the cortisol levels in our system. We need to make sure that they're subsided so that we can really be able to navigate through the day in a much more empowered way. So what brings me peace is such a great question, because this could change over the years as well. But it's something that, when you find the answer to that, is that something that you want to be implementing into your life. All right, so the next question is, am I living life on purpose or on autopilot? Now, the times in which we're living in right now during COVID is an awesome opportunity for us to, be on pause, to have more introspection, and to ask something like this, am I living on purpose? What is my purpose? Or what could that be? I think a lot of us felt like we were on the treadmill, just going round and round and round and round, which I know I certainly did. And during this time of COVID and being on lockdown has really given me a different perspective and shown me a different option for myself. Now, it was forced upon me, but I have to say I've really enjoyed it. So Am I living my life on purpose or on autopilot? Great question. All right, so the next question is, am I becoming the person that I want to be? Now, this question I love, especially if you're looking to go into a new career, a new business, enter into a new relationship. Because when you're going into this next chapter, it's like, well, who do I need to be the wealthy person, the loving person, the healthy person, or the person in this career that's going to be successful and going to be happy and fulfilled? So am I becoming the person that I want to be? Think about the kinds of qualities that your perfect partner is looking for. Think about the type of thoughts and the ways that wealthy people think and act, and healthy people think and act. And then think about, do I have those qualities? And then look at being able to adopt them yourself. Okay, so the next question is, was I productive today? Now, this question isn't relevant every single day, but on the days that you planned on being productive and you ask this question, this is a great way to really take stock of what you've been able to accomplish over the day. And when you ask this question, was I productive today? Make sure that you celebrate the wins and all the things that went well and the things that you did accomplish for the day. I know we're always beating ourselves up for not getting everything done on our to-do list, but why don't you give yourself a little bit of pat on the back for the way that you were productive during the day? All right, the next question is, was I inspired by something or someone recently? Was I inspired by something or someone recently? Now, I love this question because it means that we're looking for other things in our life that are going to bring us joy. Now, when I answer this question, one of the things that inspired me recently was a show on Netflix. It's called Love on the Spectrum. I highly recommend this show. It's actually an Australian show. It's a short series. It's like a reality TV, but it's all these people that are on the spectrum, on the autistic spectrum, and how they're trying to find love. And these people are just so innocent and got huge hearts and just amazing people. I think I cried in nearly every single episode, and I was truly inspired by their search for love. So, what's inspired you? Okay, so that's a great question to ask for yourself as well. Next question is, how would I describe my mood at the end of the day? Again, this is a really great way to, when you ask this question, to take stock of what's happened during the day. And then go, okay, well, if I'm off kilter and I don't feel as happy as I did when I started the day, then what was it that knocked me off? What is it that's affecting my mood? And how could I do things differently to maintain this higher frequency? So it's a great question to ask to see, what changes you can make to make sure that you're keeping yourself at a high vibration. Okay, next question is, do I consider myself worthy of love? Ooh, that's a big one. So I think this particular question is great if you are single, if you are in different relationships, whether they're family, friends, or romantic relationships, where you're having a challenge. Because maybe what's coming up for you or what's showing up is some behaviors and some behavior patterns that are connected to a deeper limiting belief about not feeling worthy of love. So this is a great question to ask yourself, especially if you're having challenges with relationships. So the next question is, when was the last time I treated myself? Ooh. So that's a great question. I love this one because it's like, am I doing some kind of self-care? Am I doing some kind of self-love? Again, super important question to ask. Next question is, do I feel happy after spending time with the closest people to me? Do I feel happy after spending time with the closest people to me? This question is great because it really gets us to take stock and acknowledge how amazing our relationships are, of all kinds of relationships. And if there's something there that's, a relationship that's kind of like triggering you or that doesn't feel so good, then, again, it's a great opportunity to go, well, how can I fix this? What is my contribution to this situation? How am I seeing this, or how could I see this in a different way? Great question to ask. Next question is, am I able to confidently say no when something doesn't serve me? Wow. So this is, again, awesome question because you think about it. Am I able to confidently say no when something doesn't serve me? The thing is, if we can't say no, then what happens is we become a doormat, we become resentful, we start to, get to do things and say things, and we start to give out our energy without being able to replenish our own cup. So asking that question really helps you to see where your energy could be bleeding, or where you could be standing up a little bit more in your empowerment, and setting really healthy boundaries. All right, next question is, do I prefer alone time or being around others? Well, I think we've all got to understand the answer to that question with lockdown. So, I live by myself, and I must admit I really enjoy my alone time. And I'm always on the go and always around people, so it's a surprise to me how much I really do love it when I really didn't have the opportunity to have it before. So is that where you're at as well? And being alone means that you're really happy and in love with the person that you are. And that's the foundation to all of your relationships. And that was the last question. So I hope that you were able to learn a little bit more about yourself using these very thought-provoking questions. And if any of these questions sparked an emotional reaction within you, consider journaling or meditating on these topics a little bit more. Self-improvement is an ongoing process. So checking in with yourself by asking important questions can really help you to achieve an optimal emotional, physical, and financial state. And if you're ready to go even further with your introspection process, I want to share with you another quick exercise that will help you go even deeper. It's called Introspection Exercise. Plus, I'll also be giving a PDF away with my 7 success rituals for success completely free. So go and click the link in the description below and get access now. Now, before I go, I would love to hear from you. Please comment below if you have any tips or suggestions or ideas that can help the community expand their self-growth. And don't forget to subscribe to the Mind Movies YouTube channel for more videos on personal growth and the law of attraction. My name is Natalie Ledwell. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.